What is going on, everybody? Rod J back in the house. It is Friday. Thank goodness. I am so happy to get to the end of the week. And welcome. And tonight I'm going to actually share an unboxing here, courtesy of Hop Butcher for the World. Shout out to Jeremiah. I was surprised today, as I never know when it happens. It just happens. And I'm sure some of the other guys that receive stuff from Hop Butcher would tell you the same thing. It was like I walked past the door and I looked out the window and there was a box on the step. They could have put it a little bit closer to the door, by the way. And I think it was FedEx that is on the label here. Yeah, FedEx. There's snow on the ground. Like, you could have put it a little bit closer. So ended up grabbing the box. And that is what you see right here. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys the beers that I received from Jeremiah. And if you're not familiar with Hop Butcher for the World, check them out. They are out of Chicago. The website address is right there in the streamer going across the bottom, hopbutcher.com. But before I do that, I'm going to crack open a beer to enjoy. So I'm going to take a look here at the Highwire Winterbock. So this is actually one that I picked up. I got I think this was I want to say it was a 6-pack of these, I believe. And it was a deal I couldn't pass up on. So I do enjoy Highwire beers. I do like bocks. This one is a lager brew with Carolina grown barley. So it is part of their local lager series. Comes in at 6.4% ABV. Shout out to Craig. Cheers, my brother. What is going on? Tried to catch the different parts of your stream there, that whole time difference. So you started when I was still actually working, and then I was cooking, but I was trying to chime in as I could actually go along. And if you don't know Craig over at Kent Beer Reviews, make sure you check him out. Doing some great stuff over there out of the UK. And get this baby into the glass. And here, if you'd like to take a look at it, drop that down. It's got a nice darkened copper color to the beer. Nice head there. And everything you would kind of expect that. Thinking of a bock. You get that sweetness coming out of the nose. A little bit of a roastiness in there. Should go down rather easily. Like I said, Highwire does some pretty good stuff. What is going on? We got Adam in the house. Cheers, my friend. Join Rod. No, you want to? I'll be opening a beer if you do. Are you guys still doing it over on Craig's channel? I may join after this. I wanted to get this unboxing that came today from Hop Butcher so that I can get these beers put away, because they're big on sending a lot of the IPAs and stuff. So if you guys are still going, I may join over there. But speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into the box for the people tuning in that want to see what did I get from Hop Butcher. So yeah, let's crack this baby open.
Hell yeah!
And of course, to do so, I do need a trusty letter opener. This is my letter opener right there. So, not your standard issue, but it works. Good amount of tape on here. Make a nice little dent into it. I think they may have a Joe the Beer Patrol working for them. I think that's like his second job. Nobody tapes like Joe, and these guys are definitely following suit for sure. All right. Speaking of Joe, shout out to the Beer Patrol. It's been a while since we've had him on, but we'll get him back on here again. Cool thing they always have with the Hop Butcher is they have these little crate things on here to help protect the beers. Definitely recommend for people to actually use these things if they can, although I can't get it out right now. But it's these little covers. They have one on the bottom, one on the top. Really secures the beer in there. Now, I've had beer from other companies, and they have not used those. So, again, I would definitely recommend Cheers to Flo in the house. What is going on, homie? Y'all know Flo Rider Hillbilly. Make sure you check him out as well. Great guy. Always fun. Big fisherman. If you like to see people fish, he's always breaking down some of that as well. But usually on Friday nights, he has a party going over on his channel as well. So y'all check out my homeboy Flo. And he's a mountaineer, so you know it's all good. All right. So first beer out of the box. And they always send me 2 of each. This is the Mammogram. As you can see right there, the Mammogram. This is an Imperial Stout, as it shows. Brewed with banana and chocolate. All right. 10.5% ABV. Taste and notes. Creamy banana. Rich chocolate. Soft caramel. All the things a growing boy needs, right? So, yeah. I think I'm going to enjoy that one just because I do like those ingredients. As a kid, I was always a fan of caramel. So, when I get that kind of caramel type substance in some of the stouts, I really enjoy them. And with the banana and the chocolate, that's like a little bit of a dessert type beer. So, the Mammogram. I think it's the Mammogram. Maybe it's the Bananagram. I'm trying to read the spelling of it. You would think it would be the Bananagram, but the ends almost look like an M. So it probably is the Bananagram. So we'll go with that. Unless it's somebody didn't know what the hell they were writing. Okay, so Flo said he's actually doing it tomorrow night. So y'all can check out Flo and the party he'll have going on his channel tomorrow night as well. And then creme de banana, right? Yeah. Got it. Yeah, I'm thinking more and more it's supposed to be banana. It's just the way they make the N made it look like the M. I thought they were trying to do a play on the word or something, but it is what it is. Now we got the Run to Daylight as well. Get that one up there. See if that one comes in. There you go. So this is a triple India Pale Ale. This is Citra, Simcoe, Strata, and Galaxy Hop. Comes in at 10.5% ABV. It says lush tropical, wafting greens, and fresh citrus melange. Melange? That is not a fruit I've actually had before. So I've heard of it, but I've never had it. I don't think I've ever had it. It's kind of an interesting type mix. And what it's saying, the wafting greens. How would you describe wafting? Interesting, but 10.5% ABV. I like the artwork as well on the can with the Run to Daylight as well. So neat looking can there. Let me see here. I make a frozen drink called Jamaican Bulu. It has cream, the banana, and a coconut rum splash of orange juice, 1 whole banana. Well, there you go. Flo getting down. I would give that a try, my friend, for sure. All right, so let's see this one here. This one emits showers of sparks. Kind of interesting can artwork as well, with the cat shooting lightning bolts from the eyes. Very interesting. Mosaic, Sabro, and Galaxy Hop Double India Pale Ale comes in at 7.5% ABV. Tasting notes, ripe tropical, dank berry, and juicy oranges. So kind of the whole tropical citrus double IPA type feel. So should be pretty neat as well. And shout out to Everything Spicy. What is going on, my friend? Cheers and happy Friday to you. If y'all know Everything Spicy, check him out. And as the name implies, he does a lot of spicy stuff. So he does a lot of spicy foods. And I don't know how his esophagus gets through it all. He does a lot of spicy foods. Great channel, though. CB's in the house. Just not a good signal tonight. Still iced over. Well, hopefully things are getting better there, CB. I know you guys are dealing with stuff there in West Virginia. And from what you were telling me before, hopefully it's getting all fixed and getting close to the end of that. But with these cold weathers, it's hard to get rid of the ice. But I know the power has been an issue. Not hanging out all over, just hanging out all overnight. Okay, making your rounds, so to speak. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so this next beer, done. Double India Pale Ale. We drop that down. Double India Pale Ale from Hop Butcher. As you can see here. This one has Amarillo, Citra, and Galaxy hopped. 7.5% ABV. Taste and notes: white peach, orange blossom, and musk tropical fruit. So that old musky thing that only works in beer. The only time musk sounds good is when you're talking about beer. 7.5%. So looking forward to actually checking this one out. And you talk about stuff as far as dates. I didn't mention the other ones. Today's the 19th. This can was actually packaged 2/15, so it's just 4 days old. The Shower of Sparks 2/1, so that one is 18 days old. The Mammogram 2/17, so this one is just 2 days old. So pretty much as soon as it came off the line, Jeremiah shot it my way. So definitely appreciate that. And the other one 2/2/21. So this one 17 days old. So not bad on any of those there. The next one I actually have is the Double Grid. So this right here, double IPA as well. You can see there, it's got the grid imagery. Citra Mosaic hopped, double India Pale Ale, 7.5% ABV. Taste and notes: fresh citrus, light resin, and exotic tropical. So that's the one to expect with this one here. Again, and the date on this one's actually a little bit older, 1/25/21. So this one's almost towards a month old there. And then the last one is the New Fallen. So here's a New Fallen. Got the house out there in the snow, which seems about right for this time of year because everywhere around here, all the houses have snow on them as well. This one is a India Pale Ale, 6.5% ABV. Amarillo, Chinook Centennial, and Citra hopped. Taste and notes on this one here. A little bit harder to see on the writing on the backside. It does say juicy grapefruit, dank pine, and bright citrus. And that's what the backside looks like with the cone there. You can see they took that light writing from the hop and put it in the blue, which makes it a little harder to actually pick up there. So would have probably said maybe to use black instead or a darker type color for that. But this one also has a date of 1/26/21. So this one, again, is almost a month old there. But all the other ones, good to go. Those will be fine as well. You always hear about the drink fresh, which you like to drink the IPAs as fresh as you can. But at the same point, a month old is nothing. 2 months old is really nothing. Even 3 months, depending on how the beer was and how the beer is actually kept. So you can still be all right. We got Bart in the house. Cheers. Happy Friday. I'm deep in the high gravity. Colt 45. 8.5 ABV. Good night. Yeah, you got the Colt roll in there for sure. The old Billy D beer. Nasty, damp, and some snow here in South Jersey, but prayers to the people in Texas and everywhere else struggling hard. Well, yeah, Texas is definitely crazy what's happening down there. Although I heard the last count now is down to like a few 100,000 without power, but they have like up to 12 million that have an issue with the water not being safe. So they got to actually boil water in a lot of spots. They're actually mining snow. They're taking snow to get it melted down and then boiling that. That's just crazy that they're going through it. It's kind of a whole interesting type thing. You have to wonder, like, what was Ted Cruz thinking? Like, Ted Cruz is going to try to go to Cancun because he said the house was cold. After the other stories came out, it became all, he came back the next day or whatever, but like, how would you even think you could leave the house with that kind of situation if you're a senator for that state? Just terrible, but it is what it is. I'm not going to get all political right now, but it's just the thinking of some people to think they can actually do that. Like, nobody would notice. Oh, we see. Almost a month old. Oh, no. Throw that away. It's spoiled, right? It's like the Stone beer is like the enjoy by date. What if you don't get to it by the enjoy by date? Do you throw it away if it's a day over? Is it no good anymore from the Stone beers? It said enjoy by this certain day. And if you didn't do it, you need to get rid of it because you're not supposed to drink it at that point. So, yeah, I mean, the big thing is knowing the beer style, knowing the date's highly important so you know how long you tend to usually have. You know, depending on where you buy your beer, you go to certain spots enough, you get to know how they're actually treating the beers and things along those lines. And if you got like a beer cellar you're running, you know what you're doing down there. Hopefully, you can make beers go wild. I've actually had IPAs that were a year old and so, and that still had a nice hop feel to them. So again, it's all in the keeping of the things the way they actually are supposed to be kept, and knowing what that style actually is. Speaking of style, I'm enjoying this little winter bock. It's a little thin, but I mean, it's not a high ABV type bock. One thing that sucks is we don't have the beer festivals right now. I do miss those. And here we usually have the Bock Festival at this time of year. And the Bock Festival we have in Cincinnati are high ABV bocks. I'm talking about you barely find anything probably under 9% there. I mean, you really get some big bocks that really let the ABV fly on them, which is a good time. It's a good time. A little bit of a crazy time for some people. So you got to know your level. You got to know your limits. But I do miss not having the beer festivals right now. The big one that we would usually have here with the next couple of weeks that we usually get about 400 to 500 beers in. That's canceled to 2022. So we're hoping. We'll see how everything goes. But at the earliest, that'll be the time for that. I just want to get back to beer festivals. I miss being able to go out and check out some of the different stuff that are there and getting to see some of the guys from the brewing industry and make some connections and have fun. And yeah, one thing about this whole thing over the last year or so, it tells you don't wait to do stuff you can actually do. Enjoy it when you can enjoy it, because you might miss something you may not be able to get back and enjoy it again. So don't take any day for granted, for sure. Does hit the spot there. But those are the beers they actually sent to me. Like I said, they sent 2 of each, so I got 12 beers. I got to go ahead and get these all put back in the cooler somewhere, because I just got done whittling my beer count down, which is great because I've got like a ton of bombers I have to start getting into, and I got this, so I'll find somewhere to put these down there. But I don't think I'm doing any beer shopping this weekend. I don't think I am, although there are a couple beers that came out. I'm interested in trying to see if I can find that Bell's Black Hearted that came out. BC Beer Reviews. If you haven't checked him out, check him out as well. But he had a picture of that, and that's a black IPA that Bell's came out with. I always like enjoying some of the black IPAs. Not a lot of the breweries were doing them in the past, although I'm starting to see more of an uptick. If you kind of like that stout and you like that IPA, kind of like in that crossroads of both of those are nice style to actually get into as well. So looking forward to maybe trying that one. But every time I go to a beer store, I get more than I want to get. So I try not to go as much. In fact, my goal was probably not to buy beer until maybe May, June, because I have so many beers already here. It's like I really don't need to go there. But the problem with the beer industry, everybody's coming out with new beers all the time. And if you don't get the ones you want at that time, you may not see them again, because unlike macros, these are like things that just pop up once in a while, or they're seasonal. So you have to get them then or miss them. So we shall see. Like I said, I'm trying not to buy any more, but if I come across some, I'll probably pick them up. But that being said, I was going to make this a nice short little video. So thanks for everybody that kind of tuned in there for a bit. You guys make sure to check out the channel for when I review these. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, hit that alarm bell. That way you'll be notified. I just put up one tonight. That was an interesting video. That was from Urban Artifact, and that was their peanut butter and raspberry jelly beer. That was interesting. So if you haven't seen that video, check that video up. I put it up earlier. Got some more stuff. I'm putting up one tomorrow from Jackie O's out of Athens. That again has some pretty good beers as well. So a lot of good stuff to put up here. We got Dee in the house. Cheers. What is going on, my man? What's up, Rod? Glad to see you streaming. Yeah, last night I pulled the live stream because I had to do some other stuff. I put a thing on the community page about it, but it was more nothing really serious or anything like that. Serious in that nobody like was affected or hurt or anything along those lines. It was just anybody that's a homeowner knows that sometimes you're a homeowner, you got to become the handyman. So I had to deal with some stuff at the house here that I had to get fixed, find out what was going on. And it was basically our dishwasher wasn't draining, so I had to figure out what was going on because I was like, I'm not going to call the plumber until I exhaust everything. Which YouTube is such a great asset for finding out ways to figure out things. So I did the research. I went through all the different steps. Of course, it was the last step that ended up being the one I needed to do, but I was really not wanting to do in the last step. So the big thing was to get the clog out. There's a little trick you can do using baking soda and white vinegar where you put it into the bottom of the dishwasher and let it sit for like 15 minutes, and then you flush it with hot water. That actually breaks up anything that might be clogging up the bottom of the dishwasher, because you don't want to really put like Drano or something in there because of the splash and really might not get it all out. So I did that, but then the other part was actually going into the tubing that connected to the garbage disposal to see if there was a clog, and there was some clogs in there. So I had to go in there, basically pipe that out with a screwdriver, and just started like knocking stuff out, and basically got it saved. But the thing is, I ended up getting a bottle of vinegar and the baking soda, so I spent like $3 and a little elbow grease, and got everything reset and done. Which, if I'd have called the plumber, it would have been like $100 before you even opened the door. So, save some bucks. That's what you got to do sometimes. You know, when you're a homeowner, you try to exhaust all the different ways you can do to fix something before having to call someone. So, save some bucks that way. And I ended up getting done probably about 9, just after when I was going to do the show. But because I was so focused into it, I didn't prepare anything for the show in time. So, that's why I scrapped it last night. And then today, Hot Butcher dropped these beers off at the house, so I figured I'd do an unboxing. Not buy any beer this weekend. Somebody check his temperature. Foothills makes a great dark coffee. No, yeah, temperature's good. It's just I got a lot of beer. I got a lot of bombers I haven't cracked open yet that I need to get into. And so I'm trying to get it whittled down to actually get into some of the things I've been wanting to get into for a good amount of time. Because every time I go to buy beer, depending on what I get, I have to push sometimes that stuff to the front. Like if I get the Bell's Black IPA, I got to push that to the front. If I get some of these other type of things. So I try to usually now look for stuff I can cellar where it's not a big rush to have to get into it. But like the stuff that they sent me here, double IPA. So that's 2 of those, 3, and got the regular IPA, so 4, and then triple IPA, so 5, right? So that's 10 beers that I have to, that I'll probably drink over the next couple weeks or so, and then do the reviews on those, and then have the other ones to drink. So again, that puts away more time for me to get to the other beers, because I don't drink beers every day. It's funny because I think a lot of people think when we review beers, we drink them as much, but usually it's just maybe 2 or 3 days a week or so, if that, that I try to actually partake and enjoy a little bit. And that's why sometimes the videos look the way they do, because by the time I get them up there, they're not like as close to real time as when I do like a live stream or something. So I know, Dee, you were asking me about the bottle opener, but it's because the old video that I put up there was way back before I started using the bottle opener here, which again, incredible that you can put a screw just into a block of wood and be better than anything else out there. Bar said, have a great weekend. You too, my friend. And actually, this is going to be a 3-day weekend for me, so I decided to take off Monday. So it'll definitely be a great weekend along those lines. And hopefully you actually have a blast as well. And stay safe up there. Everybody has got the weather, but I know Bart has some stuff there. Dude, I feel sorry for you not having to taste those horrible beers. Not. I know, right? It's the life I live. I do it for you. I do it for you so I can share this knowledge and these good things, just so you know, and you're prepared, what to expect. So I'm always willing to take one for the team when it comes to beer. That's how I am, Step right up. Oh, but that being said, I'm going to actually jump off of here to get these beers put away. But if you guys are still watching, it seems like Craig is still doing Kent beer reviews, and they're live streaming right now. So I think I'm going to try to pop over there and for a bit too. So if you don't have Craig and Kent beer reviews, make sure you check him out. And if you jump over there, I look forward to catching up with you then. That being said, thanks for swinging by to check out another video, and I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.